A very good, happy Friday morning to everyone out there. Landon here with you to bring you your latest weather or not forecast, sponsored by Ohio Valley Insurance. Hope you all have had a phenomenal week so far. We'll finish out the work week here with some increasing clouds on the docket throughout this Friday. You can take a look at this sprawling, deepening low pressure system located over the southern plains. This thing is going to be churning eastward and hugging right along the Gulf Coast before it pulls up the east coast, bringing the opportunity at some widespread rain showers and a few snowflakes for us up and around our vicinity as well. Let's jump right into it, shall we? D93 Skycam overlooking downtown Bowling Green. Everything is quiet right now, but traffic will be picking up shortly. That is a promise. Underneath some high-level clouds right now. Should get in on some sunshine this morning, but we are going to be looking at those clouds on the steady uptick. Beach Tree News Skycam overlooking Morgantown, showcasing similar scenario up in that direction. Soak in that sunshine this morning, folks, because those ceilings are going to be lowering as we progress and work throughout the day with the arrival of our next weather maker on the horizon. Temperatures have absolutely plummeted throughout the overnight underneath those clearing skies. We've got readings all the way down between the upper teens, low to mid 20s this morning. You're going to want to bundle up before you head out. That's a promise. We'll be topping out right around the mid, perhaps upper 40s as we work into this afternoon, so it'll feel much better than what it does out there early on. Frost is but a guarantee to be on the windshield, so warm up the vehicle, give yourself an extra few minutes before the morning commute. Take a look at the surface map, folks. It looks just a tad busy across the continental U.S. You got the opportunity of some winter weather going on right around just north of our vicinity, stretching out over across the Great Plains. Some opportunities of strong and severe weather down across the Gulf Coast, and another winter weather maker off to the Pacific Northwest. Needless to say, folks, it is extraordinarily busy, and it looks to continue that way here through the course of the weekend and even into much of next week, folks. We got numerous weather makers that will be on the horizon for us. Let's jump over here and let's get a look at the latest to give you the full breakdown of how this is going to unfold for us. All right, here we are working throughout the day. You can note that area of high pressure is going to kick off to the east, opening up the door for this low pressure system to ride right along the Gulf of Mexico. This is going to continue throughout late afternoon into the early part of this evening. You can see here, folks, by the time we roll into the pre-dawn hours of our Saturday, this is our setup. We've got the warm conveyor belt that's dragging in the warm, moist air off of the Gulf and out of the East Coast. We got the cold conveyor belt swinging in and wrapping around on the backside of the low, and as typical, the dry conveyor belt rolling right in on the backside of the cold front. Now, what we continue to see, folks, is surface temperatures just above freezing here in our vicinity. So, any snowfall that we get tonight into early Saturday morning is going to have a difficult time to stick on the ground. Looks like the vast majority of us is going to be getting in on plain Jane rain. Those located just north of the Ohio River in southern Indiana, then stretching eastward over and across northeastern Kentucky will have the best probability of seeing accumulating snowfall on the ground. So let's zoom in and let's give you the full breakdown here of what it is that we're going to be watching. We work throughout today a little more than just an uptick in cloud cover is all that we are going to experience. You will note by the late afternoon and early evening, we have reflectivity that returns and arrives just to our south and west. It's not going to be until we get closer to midnight that we finally get some scattered rain showers here in and across our vicinity. Now keep your eyes on this swath of moisture, folks, as it evolves in the early morning hours of our Saturday. We start to see some of the blues that get to mix in here with a changeover or a transition to a wintry mix or all snow at times. Right now, though, you can see where the heaviest snowfall is expected to be located, displaced well to the north and east of the Wombles community, near Lexington. E-Town points off to the north and east over in that direction. All right, we continue throughout the morning hours with rain showers still impacting our vicinity, but then by mid-morning that tries to get out of here. Okay, we look over here and we take a look at the temperatures, and this is what we're going to be fighting throughout pretty much the entire event, and why we're not expecting little, if anything, in the way of snowflakes that's going to be flying. Look at these overnight lows. The HRRR model puts our low temperatures as around 38 or 39 degrees throughout the overnight and quickly back up into the lower 40s as we progress throughout our Saturday. Last time I checked, freezing mark is 32 degrees. We're going to be well above that. So I'm not expecting any accumulation on the ground here for us. Talking about accumulations though, the latest short-term model guidance, you can see better opportunities off to the north and east. Take these values with a grain of salt. If you happen to be tuning in and you're over there in and around Lexington, that 3-inch snowfall mark is going to be hard to achieve with ground temperatures right at or just above the freezing threshold. Snow rates can overcome warm ground temperatures, but with this scenario that we're seeing, not expecting any sensible impacts for us outside of wet pavement from plain Jane rain that's going to be falling here across the Wobbles vicinity, all right? The good news to come out of this, though, we have got a busy weather pattern that's going to be following suit. After we get past this weekend, we roll into the early days of next week, and all eyes is going to turn to this monster deepening low pressure system as we get into our Monday afternoon and evening. We get some scattered rain showers arriving here as early as Monday afternoon, but the widespread heavy rainfall arrives Monday night all the way into our Tuesday. And folks, we're continuing to watch Tuesday night into Wednesday as the wraparound moisture on the backside of that low, if this cold air is able to get socked in, we could get in on some of that banded wintry precipitation during that time. That'll be worth keeping close eyes on. Right on the tail of that one, as we progress into our Thursday night into Friday of next week, another low pressure system to keep our eyes on, and another one that'll follow suit into the early days of the week after next. So needless to say, folks, the active pattern is going to continue here for the foreseeable future. Total rainfall amounts as slated for us over the course of the next week. Look at this, folks. 2 to 3 inches of total rainfall is slated for us. This is valid throughout the weekend, tonight into our Saturday, and Saturday night into Sunday with a little bit of light rain, and then Monday night all the way through Wednesday as well. And folks, we continue to monitor this because we need the rain. Take a look at the latest drought monitor that was released yesterday morning. We have the entirety of the Wobbles community that is now registered either underneath a moderate or severe drought conditions. Those hardest hit stretching from eastern Allen County all the way up into Barron, Edmondson, and far northeastern Warren County for the most severe drought conditions. Your full 5-day weather forecast for today. We got some sunshine this morning, but those clouds are going to quickly increase from the south and west. Highs this afternoon in the upper 40s. Widespread rain showers, a few no-worry flurries mixing in there throughout the overnight with lows between the mid and upper 30s. Rain showers taper off throughout our Saturday. It'll remain cold. Isolated rain chances continue and scattered in nature. Saturday night on into the early hours of our Sunday. We go up to the 50-degree mark on Monday before the widespread shower and storm chances around Monday night into Tuesday. And look at Tuesday night, folks. The wraparound moisture on the backside of that weather maker. Gonna have to watch that for some potential patented winter weather shenanigans. That'll wrap up your Friday morning weather not forecast, brought to you by Ohio Valley Insurance. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a phenomenal, blessed week.